Hey guys, what's up? It's TinyBox here. Welcome back to another video. This is I don't know if it's going to be an entirely new series I'm going to be doing on the channel. Just because there's not like too many lists I really think I would be good at making. I want to make things for this series that I'm actually interested in. I'm not just going to like make like a what is your favorite like candy bar, or maybe that'd be kind of stupid, but this is just ranking S tier to F tier the Scooby Doo villains and What's New Scooby Doo. It's a pre-made template on tiermaker.com, and I thought it'd be kind of interesting to fill out this list just because I've done so much Scooby-Doo content on this channel at this point, just in like the last month or almost 2 months. Nah, it's probably about a month. And yeah, it should be fun. I don't know if I'm going to... think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 different rankings for this. I'm going to kind of average it out in my own mind, or like balance out in my own head. So I'm going to go on 1, the quality of the monster, like how creepy it is, and also on the mystery itself in the episodes, because I do have pretty much an eidetic memory for Scooby-Doo. I remember all these mysteries, funny lines, and I'm just stupidly like obsessed with Scooby-Doo. But I guess I don't know if there's really a right way to start this, but just this giant Shaggy, I'm going to put him as a C for right now. Very average, like, that mystery is probably one of my least favorites What's New Scooby-Doo's. It's just so, I don't want to say throwaway, but there's good parts of it, sure, and there's funny parts to it. But in terms of like villain design and just overarching mystery for that episode, I didn't really prefer it to other ones. It wasn't as creepy or good. The Mystery Machine coming to life would probably be a B or a C. It's one of my favorite episodes of the whole show of What's New Scooby-Doo, but just like I said before, I'm going to give it a C just based on monster design in general. Just because it's just the van with, like, Christmas lights on it or whatever. So there isn't really... like, sure, it's original-ish, but it's not like... like I said, I'm going on quality of mystery and also design. And just the Mystery Machine attacking you seems kind of bizarre. Baseball Ghoul and also mystery. I'll probably give him a B or an A. I'm going to leave him at a B for right now. He's a very creepy villain. Just the whited out eyes and then the flaming softball or baseballs he throws is just creepy. It's still find it very funny. I don't know how they actually caught on fire when he would throw them. He like dipped them in gasoline, I know, but does he have like a match in his hand that he would just like shink and then, or just like light the match and then just throw it and hope to God it didn't catch him on fire? I don't know. He's a very funny villain, but very creepy. Just makes creepy noises. This cat, it's a cat, man. Like, I'd probably rank it among... I want to kind of give it... I wish there was almost a C- for this list, because the Mystery Machine's definitely a creepier villain, and probably Ultra Instinct Shaggy over here is Godzilla. This cat it's not a D, but it's also not, I feel like, a C. It's average, but it's like a little below average, but it's not like D average, like below average. I don't know how to describe it. It's like an in between for that guy. Just the mystery itself isn't that interesting as well. It's okay. This is probably one of my least favorites as well as the whole series. This guy, I'd probably give him a B. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him up to an A. He's a creepier villain. This guy's creepy himself, but like just this mystery, it's good, but it's just so... I don't know. It's a great episode. I don't know how to describe it. He's just a lesser villain. Westworld guys, I'd probably have to honestly... I feel bad now giving this guy... screw this. I'm bringing them down to D. This is more like a C-, but I'm going to leave it as D for right now. This guy's... these are creepy because they're animatronics in a town, but I also... design-wise, they just look like people, so it's nothing like really creepy. So like in some regards, like the quality of the episode's better than these two. This one might be better. I'm gonna put that as a C as well. Just because this episode is really good, the Mystery Machine one. These just, I don't know. These are creepier down here than this guy, but the overarching mystery for this one is better, if that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. Basically, these are less creepy, but they're better episodes than these two, is what I'm trying to say. And I know I'm ranking the monsters from Scooby-Doo, not the episodes themselves, but I'm kind of doing both in this one, just because I feel like it's better and easier just to do that. This guy over here, I'd probably give him... episode-wise... he actually ends up being a real monster, so... I'll probably give him an A, just in the fact that they actually went through with making him a real monster. Design-wise, he's kind of creepy. I feel like if I were being chased around by a giant piece of coral from the Great Barrier Reef, I'd be kind of freaked out. This guy, also a villain. The mystery is creepy as well. It's got like a ghost ship. He might be an S tier villain, but I'm gonna leave him an A for right now, just for the novelty of it. I don't want to be judging too quickly and just saying he's an S tier villain just because he looks creepy in that frame. Demon Farmer, episode probably a C, but the villain himself's probably a B. So I'll leave him at a B because he's definitely creepier than the Mystery Machine and the Westworld guy. The T-Rex, he might actually be one I skip because I don't know yet. He might be S or an A. This dragon, man, it's a dragon. I'm gonna leave him at a D tier. The episode itself was okay, and it's got some good music in it and some like good mystery, but at the same time, it's just a dragon. It's like kind of basic level monster creation stuff. It's like you got your cat monster, you got one of the gang members is evil, which actually is another one, but I would probably rank, where are they? These guys, the gang, I'd probably rank them as, and that one's kind of a dumb, it's a good episode, but it's kind of dumb in theory. We'll get to that when we get there. This guy, I'll probably give him a C as well. The mystery is okay, and his design is creepy-ish, but it's not, like, that creepy. It's just his face is obscured by this blanket or whatever. This fish monster, probably an A as well. I honestly really like that episode quite a bit with the whole cryogenics thing, where they just throw the professor under the ice. If you haven't watched it, spoiler alert, I don't know what you're doing watching a ranking of what's new Scooby Doo villains if you haven't seen the show. That'd be kind of weird. But either way, you could just rank them, I guess, based on the physical appearance of creepiness. Let's actually... I'm going to go ahead and give this zombie, or this mummy, an S tier ranking for creepiness. The mystery itself is very freaky, as like when I watched it as a kid, I'd be really creeped out by it. It's even unsettling now, just like the music score in it as well. It's like with the kind of Egyptian type themes where it's like, doo-doo. I don't know how to make Egyptian music with my mouth, but he actually ends up tearing his face off in one of the scenes, and he's just a really all-around creepy villain. Yeah, it's a good episode. It's probably one of my favorites of the whole show of What's New Scooby Doo. Ice Creature, I'll give him a B. His physical appearance, like his monster, like actually design, is probably closer to an A. Like, okay, I'm gonna kind of describe this. Like, this is closer to a B for design, but just like out of just general thinking, just like him being a real monster, he's an A. But for this guy, he's an A in terms of quality of design. But the mystery itself being very like, it was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. I'd probably give him a B just out of that, which actually is a she. I'm not going to spoil it, even though I just did, because I'm pretty sure there's only like one other female character in that other than Daphne and Velma. That episode, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain that there's only one other female. So I might have spoiled that. The Gargoyle, I'd probably give him a C. He's a B or an A level design, but the mystery in that is not throwaway, but it's very, like, avoidable. I'll say that. If you guys know the outcome of the mystery, I'll just say it's avoidable. So I'm going to give him a C ranking for that just because it's very... He's a good design, but I don't know how I felt about the overall mystery. Oh, God, I don't remember this guy's name. The magician dude. I'd probably give him a C, too. Like, the mystery's good, but the design... it's good, but it's not, like, creepy enough, I feel like. Leland Brothers, I would probably... I think I'm going to give them S tier ranking for this. It's a really creepy episode all around. It's set in New Orleans, I believe, and it's just really, overall, really creepy vibes, and their red eyes glowing in the foggy graveyard at night are pretty creepy, to be honest. The Dragon, I'm going to give it a C as well. The mystery's good, but it's a dragon. Like, there's really no extra, like, it's not a creepy design mummy or like Leland Brother levels of creepy that like a dragon's just a dragon. It's just a dragon with red eyes. Like, sure, it's creepy in kind of context into the episode, but I don't. I just feel like there's a lot more of these that are so much better designed on this list, and it's not like knocking against them or whatever. Like, they're creepy in their own way, but I digress. The gold guy from Fort Knox, I'd probably give him a B. And you're gonna have to hear me out on this one. Design wise, he's probably like a C or D. But just the fact that in that episode he can like basically just turn people into solid gold. It ends up being like some kind of like saran wrap or some kind of weird material later on in the lore. But as the episode's playing out, it's kind of creepy that he just like touches people and turns them to solid gold supposedly. So I'll give it a B just out of general like creepiness factor. Like, I feel like that'd be kind of uncomfortable being turned into a solid gold bar, or what appears to be. But design-wise, he's probably like a C or a D. Like, it's just a gold man. Probably a C, honestly, but I'm gonna leave him at a B just for, like I said, creepiness. Giant worm monster. Man, like, it's original-ish, but it's so... I think I'm gonna be nice and give it a C. I might actually put it at a D, but it's just a race. The whole mystery's a race, and it's just somebody wants to win the race, and that's literally the whole entire point. So there isn't like any. I'm not ranking this like Scooby Doo. That has to be like a master-minded plan for the villain or anything. But just like in terms of design and the whole overarching mystery, I'd probably give it a C just because it's original, sure, but it's creepy wise. It's just not really there in my opinion. The Snow Ghost, I'd probably... This one, though, I love this episode overall. Probably give him a B, though. Just, it's a snowman that just looks really creepy. See, but it's kind of hard to do these lists. Sorry for monologuing so much or whatever about this, but it's kind of hard to do lists like this because I feel like these three are definitely creepier than these two, but just because I like the episodes a lot, I've kind of brought them up and just like this guy's creepiness factor. So it's kind of weird. Don't take me 100% by my word on this, if that makes any sense, because some things aren't as cut and dry as they seem. Like, there are other factors than just design going into this, because, don't get me wrong, these three designs are much better and creepier than these two. You know what I mean? But these episodes are almost as good or just as good as these. If that makes sense. And sometimes a creepy villain could be in a bad episode. And I'm not saying that any of these are bad, but you know what I mean. Like I could give something an A ranking. That's like maybe this mystery isn't as good as let's just say this mystery, for example. But his design, in my opinion, is creepier. It's not that case for this, but you get what I'm trying to say. This guy, it's an invisible man. Mystery wise, it's really good. It's okay. It's probably like a B mystery. But design, it's an invisible man, so I'm gonna have to give it a D. It's an invisible man. There's literally nothing there from 95% of the episode, so you can't really judge it on its creepiness. I mean, you can in some regards. It can be creepy, but this robot, I'll be honest, it's kind of creepy. I'm gonna give it a B just because the way that the episode just plays out is really Monster House-like. It's creepy. The house is taking over, sort of vibe. The robot itself isn't as creepy, but the monster itself is the house. So, it honestly, in all honesty, I could probably argue it up to an A, but I'm going to leave it at a B just out of just general, like, creepiness vibes from the robot. I could probably argue it up to an A, like I said, but not worth it. Creepy clown, probably a C. It's a good episode overall. It's a clown, and I just don't know. Like, sure that the mummy is, like, obvious, but I feel like this guy's got a terrifying design. He's creepy. This guy, I just remember his laugh, and that was creepy, but it's like, it's nothing compared to the mummy's horrifying glares and the Leland Brothers glares and like him ripping his face off. Good lord. Sea Monster, I really love this episode quite a lot. I'm a sucker for sea monsters, man. I'd probably rank him, I'll rank him as a B. I would probably, like I said, I could argue him up to an A, but I think just design-wise for this one, I'm going to go with B, and just the mystery, it's B overall. The Zoo Monsters, man, I might... Do I want to put this as an F? I might put the Invisible Man as an F as well. Or maybe I'll do that? I think I'm like they're just animals. This one I never really understood. It's creepy in its some parts, but like this mystery just seems it's so like they just cover them in stuff and they're instantly like aggravated and they're just zombie things like man, it's creepy when the episode plays out, but when it's over, it's just like it's just animals. Like, why are they like? Sure, you could argue that some animals are violent, like a lion would be violent and chasing you around, but like they're nice one minute and then they're just deranged the next. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like them that much. This is a good episode. Like this one, I don't want to give an F. I'm gonna leave it at. What would be an F? Man, I don't know. I want to. Don't. I can't. Like my brain doesn't. I gotta give it an F just to design because it's invisible. I don't know because it's creepy though at the same time. The episode's really good. I need an F though. I'm sorry. I gotta keep moving on. Ottomans or whatever they're called. I'm gonna give them a. They're creepy. No, they're not creepy at all. But they're. The episode's really good. I'd probably give it a C. Yeah, I'll give it a C. Just the episode's pretty good as well. And by the way, this isn't completely just based on design. Like I said, I keep saying that, reiterating that. I might make an episode of this series where I just go through and just like rank the episodes themselves. But as of right now, I'm kind of doing both. I'm doing the creepiness in context and also in context of the episode. So like the Ottomans aren't really creepy by design, but the episode's like almost like an A or an S tier episode because it just averages out. Like they're kind of weirdly designed, not as good as any others, but the episode's like a S tier or episode or A tier, whatever. Evil Scooby is man. I'd probably give this a D, just because when you find out everything that happens in this episode, it's kind of throwaway. Even they're creepy. Like I'd probably rank. They're definitely creepier than the Ottomans, but like just. By the way, I don't want to pick any fights with any Scooby Doo fans. Scooby Doo. Listen, when I say that this is an F tier monster, I love this episode and I love the design of it. I'm just trying to kind of playfully rank these, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like waging war against the invisible madman or whatever, you know what I mean? It's all in good fun. So let's continue. This is gonna be a longer video. I feel like I'm the Gator Goal, or not the Gator Goal, the roller coaster. No, the roller ghoster. That's what it's called. Man, I'm gonna give him a B just because my homeboy over there just actually somebody ends up being a girl, but she ends up like sabotaging rides, trying to just murder the gang. So that's like really evil villainy right there. Might not be the creepiest designed. It might not be as creepy as like the gargoyle or whatever, but maybe. Just in terms of intentions, this one's kind of evil. More evil, I mean. Sanford Psycho is an S tier for me. I love this episode so much. It's one of my favorites of the whole series. He's got a creepy design. Ends up being a girl again. I'm actually really glad that for the series, they end up making like diverse like villains. Like there's actually quite a few female villains in this one, including this one, this one, this one. Sorry, I'm going through all these. This one. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of these off the top of my head. Let's see. Okay, that might be all of the female villains. No, you're a female villain. You definitely have more than one villain, but one's definitely female. You're a female villain. Are you? Yes. Maybe. I think you are. You kind of are, because there's multiple people. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shut up about this now. Hey, you're a female villain. This one's creepy in context, because like the Halloween episodes are always great for shows, or for most shows. There's just the way that this episode's shot, in terms of like the way that they're kind of just creepily and lifelessly hanging. I'm gonna give them an A, just out of terms of creepiness. Like design wise, yeah, you could argue some of these might be creepier, but in context of the episodes as well, that's creepier. The toy soldiers, we give them probably a B. They're not creepy, but the episode's so good that it's like, yeah, I like that. Scooby Snack Monster. It's original, sure, but design-wise, though, like, it's just a blob of Scooby snacks. But at the same time, it's kind of... I would give it probably a B... Whoops, I didn't even put it up there. I'll probably give it a B ranking. Just it's creepy, but it's not the best episode of the series or anything. Who are you? I legitimately don't know what this is. What are you? What episode of What's New Scooby Doo are you in? Are you even in What's New Scooby Doo? Oh, it's the I know which one it is. It's the yeah. I don't. This one's kind of. I don't remember. The mystery isn't that good if I remember correctly in this one. It's the one where they're. Is it the race or something? It's not this race, but it's. I believe it's like a NASCAR race or something weird. I'd give it a D probably. It's a skeleton, and the race. The mystery was that all that memorable. Oh man, I'm gonna be biased towards these. Holy cow. The Abominable Snowman, I think I want to give it an S tier ranking. Like, design-wise, he's creepy because he towers above everybody, but just I have so many, like, tones in my head and, like, just music from that episode that makes it even more creepier, and just, like, I remember specific lines from it where I'm just, like, kind of get goosebumps where Daphne's, like, all alone in the... Everyone gets, like... Velma's sick. Fred's got a broken leg. Fred actually got a broken leg in this one, or sprained his ankle or something. He got risks in this one. But she was just, like, all alone. He's like, Daphne, the creature's coming. Get out of there. God, that was creepy. I'm gonna give that an S tier ranking for sure. I might... Oh, gosh. This alien, I think I'm gonna... I'm going to give an S tier ranking because Area 51... No, I'm just kidding, though. It's actually a really creepy villain. It actually gets... It's creepier because it hatches in the show, and then it also grows, and it also gives, like, a rash to people. So it's very, like... It's generally creepy. Genuinely creepy. Titanic twist, man. I think I just got to give it an... I love the mystery in this, but... I want to give it an S tier ranking just out of design alone. That's horrifying. I think I'm not gonna. Let's the camp counselor one. It's just radioactive stuff. I'd probably give it a C to be completely honest. The mystery wasn't all that great, but it's not that terribly designed. It's pretty good. The vampire. Say what you want about vampires. They're whatever. Probably give it a B or an A just because out of the mystery it's pretty creepy. Let's just go ahead and throw it at a. Throw it an A for right now. The owl, creepy episode, but I'd probably give it a C. You're definitely an B, probably. Just this episode's creepy in itself, but he's a zombie though. The gladiator though, is he? Man, my brain is not working with this. The dinosaur's an A villain or an S tier villain just because he's the sounds that come when he is about to attack and when he's attacking are really creepy. The episodes overall is really good. Yeah, man, I just listed. I'm pretty sure every What's New Scooby Doo villain. I ranked them all. I'd probably honestly, if you sat me down in the room for long enough, I'd probably mismatch these. I'd be mismatching these all day and just moving them around. And this probably isn't my be-all, end-all list of creepiest Scooby-Doo villains and What's New Scooby-Doo, or best villains, or whatever. But I'd probably say, the Mommy Leland Brothers, Sanford Psycho, Abominable Snowman, Alien Creature, Titanic Twist, and the Dinosaur, probably my favorite villains of the whole series. The Baseball Spectre's pretty creepy as well. I'd probably rank him up there, too. But just yeah, but he is... I might actually move him up there. Screw it. I'm going to move him up there. You earned a Baseball Spectre for whatever reason. I don't know why, I just felt biased towards you all of a sudden. But yeah, I don't know. Some of these are definitely based on more so design, and that's kind of the point of this video, but I also wanted to integrate some of the episode in there as well, just so I'm not just, like, throwing, like... Because this guy, like, it's obviously, like... he's just a skeleton, and these are just evil things, and I could probably rank them lower technically just out of simplicity. But that's what I like about Scooby-Doo, honestly. There's a lot of simplicity involved. I like the creepy horror elements as well, but simplicity is always nice in shows like this as well. But yeah, if you guys like this series or this episode, let me know in the comment section down below what other rankings I should do, what other types of reviews I should do as well. Just random videos you want me to do. I'm probably going to be expanding more out. I'm obviously going to do more than just Scooby Doo. It doesn't have to be Scooby Doo related at all. I just have been on a Scooby Doo kick as of recently, and I don't want to be caught in that trap forever. As much as I love the series to death, I just don't want to be like one of those channels that only does Scooby Doo content. But I probably will at the same time because I love doing it so much. But yeah, I don't know. That was so contradictory. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers as well. Keep calm and trust your instincts. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.